It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions on Monday Night Prime Time.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Greg Reynolds to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. St. Brown there to bring it in. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Dumped off to his running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, and the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. First down, here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Everyone's prepped, it's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You'd like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And this hit to the floor before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. So the Lions headed out to their second drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. First down throw from Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Lions the first.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
It's Montgomery on the counter. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap here to go. He has the first over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Montgomery now up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They're set up at the 35 now. They've got a man in motion. Off play action, Goff. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. On first down, Jackson. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So second down coming up. Out of the gun, Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. No return on that punt. And the Lions will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Goff on 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. One of the tight ends motioning left. A give up the gut to Montgomery. Past midfield to the 45. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They go play action with Goff. He puts some power on a deep one left. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not in an interception, only an incompletion, so they get it back. Second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Detroit. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Slot man motioned over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's second down. Lamar off the play fake. Flushed out, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. Third down coming. Lamar now from the gun. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. On 1st down, it's gone. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Out of the shotgun, gone. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the gun, Goff. Got Williams, and it's complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They send St. Brown in motion left. They go play action on 1st. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And it sets up 2nd down. Montgomery gets it from the gun. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. Man, he's been having a great first half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
Play action on 1st down. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Well, John Harbaugh's challenged plenty of calls in his career, and he's got the red flag out once again.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field...
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Pass it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 2nd and 3 now. A give now to Montgomery. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Slot man in motion right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
This is Henry on second. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Give him 9 yards there, partner. A strong gain, and now a much more manageable 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Ravens trailing in the early going. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. 1st down throw for Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down from the red zone. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create...
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Ravens make it a 1-score game before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens get it back to within 6. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. We will not get another play here, Brock. That's to an E. Time's going to run out on the half. We've arrived at halftime here in Detroit. The Lions defending their building. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Reports with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that,
We welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Jackson throwing here. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Lions, down running back David Montgomery, getting back to work. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Bails out of the pocket quick. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Running on second with Montgomery. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Goff on third. He's going deep this time. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And that brings up 4th and long. The Lions readying for the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 23. This finds Likely. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's Henry on the option. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Henry again. He breaks the tackle. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Call it about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be third down and 4.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Slot man in motion left. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up.
Delay of game. Offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's first and 15 after the penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Only a yard there, so they'll be staring down second and 14.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Lamar now from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Third and long for him here. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
The Lions back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9. On the handoff, this is Montgomery. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Complete field. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, Kate, this is one of those circumstances where you got to play all the way through the whistle, right? Didn't look good defensively. Give up a big chunk passing play, but then you turn around and one hit totally changes the moment. You get the ball back and you turn the mojo in this building around.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. They kick the running back in motion. This one's to Andrews outright. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now here's Lamar. Flushed out of the pocket. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Jackson now on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush a passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here's 2nd and 2. Bateman hauls it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Only 1 yard on the run. They're going to need to pull a rabbit out of the hat rock on this 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Got all of it, and this is good! And that will make it a field goal game.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the three, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Reynolds with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brockie's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Lions returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. On first down, it's Goff. Patrick with the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Handoff running right, Montgomery. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 now. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He's got it deep downfield. And in for the Detroit touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore running its offense out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, there's such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Put the body on the line for his team. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Connects with Bateman. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Lamar back to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Ifratsu Melifonwu with the INT.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The home teams and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions with a 10-point advantage. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll run again with Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's Montgomery on 3rd. Big gain, has them across the 40. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Goff. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
This will be a nice win for the Lions, who draw closer to it as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. Well, partner, we could see they had high hopes when they entered the stadium earlier today, hoping to pull the road victory off. We know, though, it can be so tough to win on the road, and there's some dejected faces as they leave this football field.
Never enjoyed these flights home. Going to be a long, silent one as they try to figure out what went wrong, ruminate on the outcome of this game. You never like taking one on the chin, ever, 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 and heading home just gives them all some extra time to think about what went wrong.
Glad I'm not going to be on that flight.